I don't have very good lighting, but this is what you're going to want for your speedometer. Here's your part number. How you're going to want to do this: get a GPS. If you don't have a GPS, download onto your phone. Right now you're probably 4 miles an hour off at 60 miles an hour. So what you're going to want to do is match up your speed to your GPS. And then once you, like I said, buy this tool, type your tire size and all your stuff in, it will fix that. The biggest problem you're having right now is your gear ratio. You had a 342 from the factory. I'm going to say you had a 275, 70, 18-inch tire. So based on what you told me, you're probably running a 306 overall gear. So as far as you having power, you ain't going to be able to tow much of that thing because it's going to be putting stress on your transmission. It's not going to pull good. To get that information, what I'm just telling you, and you can actually play around with it to see what you're going to want, is go to gear ratio versus tire size and get on Google. It's like the first thing you come to. It'll say old tire size, new tire size, and your current gear ratio. Well, obviously you can plug in, let's say you want to try 411s with your tire size. Well, then you can see what it'll be then. Well, what if you want to try 430s, 456s? You can just go on and do what you want. As you know, I'm running 456s and a 35-inch tire. My overall tire is only 34.5, so my final drive right now is a 434. I just want to tell you, and this is coming from a guy that loves low gears, on this Cummins motor, it is too much of a gear. I'm running too much RPMs. What that's going to cause you to do is go through your shifts a lot quicker because your transmission output shaft's spinning a lot faster. If I was you, I would go to a 430 gear ratio. You're going to be super happy with that. That gives you plenty of power. It's still going to give you plenty of highway speeds. You can still run 35s, and you know you're going to be able to run another tire and still be comfortable. Because if you run a 456 and a 35 like I am one day, you're not going to like it. I'm just telling you that right now. So I would go 430s. Right off the top of my head, I don't know what that's going to give you a final drive, but you got to remember from the factory you were running a 342, so anything above that and you're going to be more power than you had before. What you're going to want to do though, first thing is you need to make sure that your tuner can make you a custom tune for your truck, because as I told you, your output shaft and all this stuff's going to be spinning so much quicker or slower based on what you're doing. It's going to cause your truck to shift through your gears really quick and weird. And I think that's what you said. Also, it doesn't matter how much power you have if your truck can't shift right. It feels weird and it doesn't feel right. So I have an easy link. They made me a custom file just for this truck. What you do is you create a data log, and I bookmarked it where I wanted the truck to shift. Well, they watched that, and then they made me a tune just for this truck. I had a hard time really figuring this information out. Even some of these tuners didn't even know what I was talking about. Well, like I said, I'm running PPEI tunes. Corey Willis is the one that done it. They're going to take a while to get stuff done because they're so swamped. But whoever you have right now, I would call them and tell them, hey, this is exactly what I need to do. You're going to have to make me a custom tune, blah, blah, blah. Can you do it? And then they're going to be able to tell you, yes, we can do it, and no. And if as far as price goes, you got to remember, $2,900, yeah, it seems a little bit high, but let me think. I think I was about $1,300, $1,200 on the rear axle. I don't remember exactly, but you're looking at about at least $2,300. It's a pain to do. You got to have the right tools to get it done. Your big part, which is expensive too, is the gear oil that goes back into the truck. I mean, they're about $18, $19 a quart. I think it was $75, $85. It's synthetic and it's expensive. So what I did was, I went to the dealership and I went to the parts, and if you can talk them into giving you a wholesale price on that stuff, I got it for like $13. So if you're gonna need like 10 quarts of it, well, it's, saving $5 is gonna save you, some money. So I took as many as the parts that I could possibly get to save myself money, but still labor is gonna get you. But you're gonna need to do it. Like I said, if you don't, you're never gonna be happy with it. So if you have any more questions, let me know. I'll eventually take a picture of my truck driving and show you where it shifts now, but I'm just telling you, don't think that you need all this gear, because you're not going to be happy with it the way that these trucks like to shift.